I will just tell him to join. Meanwhile, Poonam, you can start your presentation, please. Go on the full
Okay.
screen. Thank
Okay,
you all.
sir. Okay. Hello. Am I audible now?
You are
Hello.
audible. Please start.
Okay. Okay, sir. Good morning, everyone. A very good morning to all my DRC and SDC members and all my dear friends. I am Poonam Rathi here, pursuing PhD under the supervision of Professor Manvinder Singh Pava. The topic of my research is impact of micro entrepreneurship on women empowerment. I take this opportunity to present my fourth 6-monthly progress report and research proposal and invite you all for the suggestions. So my PPT, the flow of my PPT would be in the following order: introduction, literature survey, statement of the problem, objectives of the study.
Poonam, your PPT is not visible. You have not shared it, I suppose.
Oh, so
Please
sorry,
go
sir.
ahead,
Let
triple
me.
full screen.
Okay, sir. Let me check, sir. Sir, is it visible now? Hello.
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Okay. So sorry for the interruption. So the topic of my research is impact of micro entrepreneurship on women empowerment. This is my 6-monthly progress report and research proposal. The flow of my content would be in the following order: introduction, literature survey, statement of the problem, objectives of the study, assumptions or hypothesis, scope of the study, significance of the study, methodology, year-wise plan of work, details of work done till date, references and appendices.
Poonam ji, you are not audible at all. ये mic को on
हेलो
करना.
हेलो सर, एक बार मैं माइक हटा के देखती हूँ. हेलो, अभी बेटर है क्या सर आवाज?
This is much better.
ठीक है, तो मैं विदाउट इसके ही कर रही हूँ.
हाँ, without इसके कीजिए.
थोड़ा तेज बोलूंगी और. ओके. द title of the research is impact of micro entrepreneurship on women empowerment. Women entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is a key contributor to a country's GDP, leading to economic growth, job creation, income generation, and poverty reduction. The social and economic development tends to rise when women are made an active partner in the development process. According to the census 2011, 48.5% of India's population is women, yet they constitute only 14% of the total entrepreneurship in India, as highlighted by the 6th economic census released by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, as per ENY report February 20. Women in India, though constituting half of the population, represents an untapped resource. The worker population ratio of women was 16.5% as compared to 52.1% for men and 34.7% for the entire country on an average, as per periodic labor force survey 2017-18.
पूनम जी, स्लाइड भी तो आगे करनी होती है ना.
सॉरी,
स्लाइड भी तो आगे सरकानी नहीं.
सर इसी स्लाइड से हो पढ़ रही हूँ मैं भी.
नहीं, यहाँ पे तो केवल यही दिखा है, टाइटल ऑफ द रिसर्च, इम्पैक्ट ऑफ माइक्रो एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप.
सर मैंने तो आगे बढ़ गई हूँ, मैं वहाँ पर रिफ्लेक्ट नहीं कर रही है सर.
नहीं कर रही है, मैं कह तो रहा हूँ आपको कि भाई ये
सर यहाँ तो
है.
अभी रिफ्लेक्ट कर रही है?
नहीं कर रही है. आप इसको फुल स्क्रीन करिए.
सर फुल स्क्रीन है ये.
नहीं आ रहा है ये.
नहीं हो रही वहाँ पर. सर ये फुल स्क्रीन है, मैं एक बार चेक कर रही हूँ सर.
तुमने शेयर ही नहीं करी.
कर रखी है शेयर।
यहाँ से
अब
करो।
आया ये, अब आया है, हाँ अब आया ये,
सो सॉरी।
ऊपर से बताओ।
कोई बात नहीं, ओके।
Title of the research: Impact of micro
थोड़ा
entrepreneurs.
सा फास्ट बोलिए, ये इतना टाइम नहीं अपने पास में,
ठीक है
फटाफट।
ठीक है। Impact of micro entrepreneurship on women empowerment. Women entrepreneurship. Women entrepreneurship is a key contributor to a country's GDP, leading to economic growth, job creation, income generation, poverty reduction. The social and economic development tends to rise when women are made an active partner in the development process. According to the census 2011, 48.5% of India's population is women, yet they constitute only 14% of the total entrepreneurship in India, as highlighted by the 6th Economic Census released by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Women in India, though constituting half of the population, represents an untapped resource. The worker population ratio of women was 16.5% as compared to 52.1% for men and 34.7% for the entire country on an average as per Periodic Labour Force Survey 2017-18. Further, the participation in the workforce has decreased from 35% in 2005 to just 26% in 2018. The 16th World Economic Forum's Gender Gap Report finds India's gender gap to be particularly prevalent in the indicator group Economic Participation and Opportunity, where the country is ranked 142 out of 149 countries. India's overall rank, which takes into account 3 further indicator groups, is 108. Mastercard Index of Women Entrepreneurs 2090 ranks India one of the lowest, 52 among the 58 countries studied globally, for providing a congenial environment for women entrepreneurs. Major constraints women face to embark on entrepreneurial journey: bias in the form of gender pay gap, lack of finance, lack of education and training, dual responsibility, and yet the list go on. Initiatives taken up by Indian government. Indian government is also taking up several initiatives, and in recent years, they have introduced a lot of measures. Few of them to be mentioned are Mudra Yojana, Trade, Mahila Udyom Nidhi Scheme, Annapurna Scheme, Saint Kalyani, and many more are there in the list. In order to promote the MSME, micro, small and medium enterprises sector, a new definition of MSME has been introduced by the Government of India on July 1st, 2020. India needs to come up with more women-friendly entrepreneurial programs, fostering their growth and thus bringing a parity between men and women. The importance of women entrepreneurship carries more weightage as India advances on a new journey to become Atmanirbhar Bharat. Women empowerment. Women is a vital human resource, yet her potential remains underutilized, which, if harnessed, can contribute significantly to poverty alleviation and economic growth of a nation. To attain inclusive and sustainable growth, it's imperative to groom this human capital to attain economic, social, political, psychological, and educational empowerment. Empowerment is making oneself disciplined, self-capable, and reliant, and lends them a power to take decisions, to stand for their rights and growth. It develops a sense of self-belief in them and makes them connect with the society. Empowering women helps in bridging the gender inequality gap in all areas of society between men and women. In words of Kofi Annan, 7th Secretary General of United Nations, there is no tool for development more effective than the empowerment of women. Now it's a literature survey. Just a moment, let me open the Excel spreadsheet for this. लेकिन नहीं चल रहा है।
चल रहा है।
Am I audible? Hello? Hello?
You are audible and visible both. Please go ahead.
Okay. So this is a summary of my literature survey which was undertaken on the following topic. So I would like to, though there are a lot of papers, I would like to highlight a few of them. Author correct as 2019, Women Entrepreneurs in India, what is holding them back? Findings, closing gender gap could boost its GDP. India's GDP by US dollar 0.7 trillion in 2025. States with higher literacy rates have high percentage of women entrepreneurs, that is Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal and Maharashtra. Equal education, better access to finance and networks, safety at workplaces, family and societal support can boost female entrepreneurship in India. The second is Kevjia Garcia, 2019. Female inclusion, financial inclusion and its impact on inclusive economic development. Lower the gender gap, greater is the economic and social development. Financial literacy among women should be increased and the banks to converge efforts towards this gender group to help achieve inclusive growth. Agarwal S. and Lanka U. 2018. Why research needed in women entrepreneurship in India? A viewpoint. The paper focuses on developing women competencies to encourage them to become entrepreneurs as they are essential for the success and growth of enterprises initiated by women entrepreneurs. Ferdowsi, 2014. Impact of microfinance on sustainable entrepreneurship development. The research findings suggest innovation leads to sustainability. An innovative business model increases the income by 70%. Micro entrepreneurs can lead a sustainable development of business when armed with financial resources along with necessary business acumen and skill, marketing knowledge, technology, trainings, and others. Microfinancial institutions needs to scale up to provide the additional services along with finance to ensure the proper and effective utilization of loan capital. Casabona, Microfinance, MSMEs, and the Microeconomy Evidence from India. The author works highlights that microfinance has a deep impact on the greater economy. It is important for both people at the bottom of the pyramid as well as overall health of the economy. It fills the financial gap which MSMEs face, thus fostering the growth. Microcredit funds spent on tools like health, education, and so on. Chatterjee and Datta, empowering women and stimulating development at bottom of pyramid through micro-entrepreneurship. SSG has a direct influence in women.
Poonamji, there is no need to read out all these things.
Okay, sir.
You can
like
you can conclude because there is a long list. If you'll keep on reading this, I think the time will be over by the time.
No, sir, I won't be reading the entire list.
If you have some substantial literature review which you want to showcase over here, you can just showcase some of them. I understand you have done extensive work. I think 30-35 reviews we were discussing yesterday too. So I hope you can just go to back to your slide and just present it over there in a better manner.
Okay, so this was the these were the major literature survey which have been substantially contributed to this research proposal.
So what is the conclusion of all these literature review? Please close this
okay, sir.
And come to your presentation. Share your presentation, please.
Yes, sir. Please, yeah. Is it coming?
Yeah, it's there.
Okay. So these were the major research survey. The major of them I have already read out. So now we can go. I would like to discuss the research gap. Entrepreneurship is a barometer of economic growth and development as it creates wealth and employment opportunities. Women entrepreneurship development is a very crucial factor for the acceleration of economic growth of any country. It is an essential part of human resource development. In India, women constitutes only 14% of total entrepreneurship in India, and however, if provided equal opportunities would help to boost India GDP by 0.7 trillion in 2025 and attain the sustainable development goal by 2030. In India, the growth of women entrepreneurship is skewed across states. Rajasthan is a low-income state where only 3% of the enterprises exist as compared to other states. If we compare with West Bengal, which is the highest, which is the second highest, they are contributing around 70%. The microfinance industry has emerged as a women's tool, yet the outreach of the same is low as compared with southern states. This necessitates a need to study the growth of women entrepreneurship and empowerment in Rajasthan. Statement of the problem. Men and women are the two important pillars of economy whose role in society has been portrayed as provider and nurturer respectively. Women, though being an integral and potential research of the society, have not been adequately and equally treated, which has resulted in their stunted growth. Owing to lack of access to financial services, women couldn't get into income earning activities. Emergence of microfinance and other government pursuits let women have access to microcredit to fulfill their consumption and emergent needs, which lent them a feeling of being empowered. However, this is a momentary power which can only be sustained through income-generating activities. Thus, in recent times, entrepreneurship has emerged as a tool for overall development of the women. Pulling more women into entrepreneurship will create value for both for herself and the economy. Unlock the potential of female entrepreneurship through gender lens integrated approach and strategies for inclusive development of women and economy. This is the statement of my problem. Objectives. I have framed the following 4 objectives. The first one being identify the variables affecting women empowerment and women entrepreneurship. To study the factors of women empowerment and women entrepreneurship, to analyze the impact of entrepreneurship on women's socio-economic empowerment, and to construct a suggestive framework for effective women empowerment through women entrepreneurship. Following assumption or hypotheses have been made in reference to the above stated objectives. The first hypothesis is there is no significant impact of entrepreneurship on women economic empowerment. There is significant impact of entrepreneurship and women economic empowerment. The second null hypothesis.
No need to read the alternative.
Okay, sir, I would go ahead. The scope of my study. This study aims at asserting the role of entrepreneurship in enhancing the socio-economic development of women. Most of the work done on women.
I told you not to read the alternative hypothesis. At least show the null hypothesis. No?
Sorry, sir. I couldn't get the correct thing. So, hypothesis. The second null hypothesis is there is no significant impact of entrepreneurship on women's social empowerment. The third null hypothesis is there is no significant relationship between entrepreneurship and women empowerment. The scope of the study. This study aims at asserting the role of entrepreneurship in enhancing the socio-economic development of women. Most of the work done on women empowerment and entrepreneurship are mostly from the southern region of India. Hence, this study is precisely focused on women empowerment and women entrepreneurship in Rajasthan. The study will cover the women-led micro-enterprises operating in Jaipur district of Rajasthan. Significance of the study. The study will give a line of sight to prospective women entrepreneurs to exploit the opportunities who are in quest for resources to fill their aspiration of kicking off as an entrepreneur. At the same time, it might give an understanding to the financial institutions about the customized needs of women-led enterprises and develop their products and strategies in line with the requirement to cater them better. The study will be helpful to the government for framing women entrepreneurial friendly programs. Methodology. The methodology would flow in the following manner. Data collection. So the primary data would be collected from the women respondents of Jaipur district who are running their micro enterprises. Sampling technique. The technique would be the stratified sample rendering, as we would be like capturing only the women entrepreneurs with micro enterprises, and then after that it would be a sample random sampling. Sample area would be the Rajasthan, and the sample frame would be within the Jaipur district only. Population, we have not yet determined how an adequate size of population would be taken for the presentation, like for the calculations. Data after post that data would be collected with a structured questionnaire framed for the women entrepreneurs, and the data would be analyzed with the tools suitable to give the results, and post that it would be the conclusion. Year-wise plan of work. These are the plan of work done. Sir, should I need to explain, or can I go ahead with the next slide? Coursework has already been completed. Literature survey is ongoing. Preparation and presentation of research proposal is work in progress. Data collection and analysis would be done in the following 3 semesters. And paper writing is already in progress. One paper has already been published in a journal, and post that it would be the report writing and submission.
In a Scopus listed journal, you have already published. Say that.
Yes, it would be coming forth in my upcoming slides. Details of work done till date is all the details of work, like all the coursework have been completed. 2 faculty development programs were attended, but that were in 2018 and 19. Currently, I have attended 3 webinars. Attended Art and Challenge of Writing Papers for IEEE Transactions organized by IEEE Bangalore. Attended Leadership Webinar Series Education for Generation Z. Participated in the webinar Reverse Migration and Skill Development of Women Entrepreneurs. Paper publication. 1 paper has been published in journal. It's a Scopus listed paper, a paradigm shift in microfinance fostering financial inclusion in India. My plan for the upcoming 6 months would get 1 conference paper and to prepare for another journal paper. These are the references from where all the work has been done. Thank you, everyone. And I am open for your suggestions and questions.
Where is the presentation gone?
Sir, bringing it back.
Yeah. Don't remove it.
No, sir. Just wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it visible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So, any inputs from the sides of the professors? Murthy sir. Dr. Gaurav Lodha. Any inputs or anything? Any suggestions? Please raise your hand so that we can do it in a structured manner. Iti madam.
Yes, sir. Sir, I was asking for research gap.
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Just a moment. Ma'am, it's the research.
You're saying that in Rajasthan there is no prominent industry and study in relation to women entrepreneurship and maybe impact of this. So are you very much sure about this? Because lot many things are going on in this particular stream.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, lot of women enterprises are there and still going on, but as we compared with our other high earning income states, we see that in Rajasthan, the inclusion of women into enterprises is very minimal. It's like 3.4%. So if we can come up with some fruitful study, it would lend an increased percentage. to get into this entrepreneurship. The data have already the data was collected from MSME report, and like there was no like disaggregated data of the previous years. Even the 2017 and 18 report was reflecting the same data.
Fine. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Jampala ji, any inputs from your side?
Done, so no input. It's very well framed up, the hypothesis also.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Saurabh Sharma?
Yeah, sir. I
Yeah.
think with regard to this particular point which Iti madam has raised, that a lot many work has been done in Rajasthan also. So, and regarding the title also, it's a very just madam go to the title, because
Yes,
this is
sir.
proposal, na?
Yes, sir.
It is proposal.
Yeah.
So title of the research is Impact of Micro Entrepreneurship on Women Empowerment.
Yeah. Impact of micro entrepreneurship. So, have you identified how many number of micro entrepreneurship which are owned by women in Rajasthan? Is any idea how many number of micro entrepreneur entities?
The data will be taken from DIS.
Okay.
They will provide, and from there we will get the exact estimate. And still, the madam has Poonam has done good work on that too, and she
Okay.
has even identified that how much is the growth of the same. That has been given in the your problem statement itself, that 4% only is there. So
Okay.
at least there is a great potential which has been seen.
No, I agree with that. Potential is very huge area of work has been done with
So
this
if we
particular.
will be able to understand the impact of this, and when we are studying the impact, for sure there will be some shortcomings of the same will also be displayed. So when
Exactly.
these things will come, definitely a good suggestive framework can be created in order to suggest the things to the government also and to the private people also, so that they can take certain steps, because it is, again, for private people it will be a win-win situation. They will get some business also, and for the government it will be a developmental aspect too, where this is also one of the sustainable development goals, that there has to be a gender equality. So that gender equality, particularly in Rajasthan, has not met from the point of view of entrepreneurship, because only 4% is there, and remaining all are the male who are doing it. And even if you see from this point of view, because I just learned it from Poonam only yesterday itself when she was briefing. I don't know why she is not speaking now. That mostly the things are being under the control of the men. So here, if you want to see the live example, you can see Poonam madam is using Amit Rathi sir's ID to just demonstrate the things. So the male components is even can be seen over here too.
Right.
So,
That is true.
yeah.
Right.
So that is the thing, sir.
Okay. But actually, my only concern is only that at least at this point of time, or within coming 6 months, at least identify the number of enterprises which are owned by women at micro level. Because at micro level we have a specific definition. So whatever number of enterprises are there in Rajasthan which are registered as micro enterprises which are owned by women entrepreneurs.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
That is my suggestion. If you can include it, so
Definitely,
that
sir. Definitely.
Okay, sir, I will work on this.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
And finally, the master of the subject and the expert of the entrepreneurship, we have Professor T.K. Jain, sir. Sir, your valuable inputs are needed in order to make this work more fruitful. T.K. Jain, sir, is on hold. I have to call him once so that he can give his inputs. So meanwhile, Priyanka Sharma, madam, can you please elaborate something on this so that...
Okay, ma'am, I just wanted to ask, what about these self-help groups? Will that be part of your research?
Ma'am, it might come into role play because most of the very like micro enterprises are basically self-help group is helping a lot in developing micro entrepreneurship. So it definitely a few of the data would come from that aspect also, from that part also, because
That
it's a
is what,
micro enter.
because you're
Hmm.
talking about micro entrepreneurship and you're talking
Yeah.
about women entrepreneur, and when you're taking that scope as Rajasthan, so I think that would better be if you take that help of those areas which actually need, where you talking about women empowerment. So I think if that can be
Mm-hmm.
scattered accordingly so that you can include everything, especially in rural areas, or a scope which includes such things.
Mm-hmm.
So I think your study would be, that is my suggestion, your study will be more appropriate and more
Yeah, Priyanka ji, one more thing
interesting.
is there. Here the scope is not rural area actually, because in
Okay.
urban area we are not at all able to get a proper neither the proper empowerment nor the proper entrepreneurship. So
Okay, sir.
first the urban area is to be taken care of. Then
Okay.
the second thing will come definitely to the rural area. So the scope
Okay.
of the present study is limited only to the urban area itself, because
Okay.
not much work has been done, because it is totally depicted from the figures, from the numbers itself.
Okay. But self-help groups are part of it, right?
Self-help,
Yep.
because we have not actually made only exclusively on self-help group whatsoever. Actually, it is not on microfinancing. Let me just clarify. It is on micro entrepreneurship. So can you see that it's micro entrepreneurship,
Yes.
and
Yes.
may the finance
Even,
come from
yeah.
any of the areas. May the
Yes, sir.
finance come from any of the things. The entrepreneurship should be micro. May it be from even if the help is taken from the husband. So no problem, because micro entrepreneurship, it's having its own definition. So accordingly, that definition is to be kept in mind in order to take it further. So whatsoever comes in the definition of micro entrepreneurship will all be our population in this
Okay.
case.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Priyanka ji, for
Okay.
your
Thank
valuable.
you,
Okay.
sir.
But yeah,
Thank you,
really,
ma'am.
I appreciate, because you have that insight, that you have seen that there is a scope of work, particularly in the rural areas too. So when we will be talking of the rural entrepreneurship or rural micro entrepreneurship, then definitely it can be taken care of. Thank you,
Okay,
anyways.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
And finally, our TK Jain sir has suppose. So no, there is no response. Let me just ask him to join once again. I hope he has joined now. Yeah, Jain sir calling. Okay, calling is. Jain sir has joined. Sir, namaskar and welcome. Sir, we were waiting for your valuable inputs for this project. You already know about what we are doing. So can you please elaborate and tell us and guide us that what else can be done in order to make this much more fruitful? Jain sir. TK Jain sir. I think he's not able to connect. Anyways, we can take the inputs offline. So any input from anyone else? Fine, then. So you have the clear cut.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Bhonti sir. Yeah.
हाँ
Yeah,
sir.
please, sir, please, your inputs are welcome.
हाँ मैंने तो दे दिया था फिर भी. Anyway, can you go to the objectives?
Yes, sir, definitely.
Somewhere you have mentioned microfinance industry as a tool. Actually, microfinance industry is not a tool. Microfinance is a tool.
Okay. Yes, sir, I have mentioned that in.
So please correct that one.
Okay, sir. It's in the statement, sir.
Poonam ji, these mistakes should not be there.
Okay, sir. I will keep in mind.
Yeah, Bhargavi has raised her hand. So Bhargavi.
Statement of problem, sir.
Yeah, Monty sir.
Statement of problem जो है ना, that needs to be worked out properly. It is
Okay.
too. We have to be very precise.
नहीं precise वाला नीचे आया सर. Precise वाला जो last.
Sir, you have kept it open. So you are not talking about microfinance. Micro enterprises promoted through microfinance is not the scope of a study. So you have kept it open. So there is no need to connect it to microfinance only. Sir, did you get my point? So you have kept it open. The micro enterprises,
Yes, sir.
they promoted. It can be promoted from any means.
Yeah, sir. It can be
So-
done through any.
So there is no need to link it to microfinance.
Okay, sir.
So these are not the micro enterprises which are promoted through microfinance only.
Okay, sir.
So this problem.
Yesterday I told you to remove this. Microfinance will not be the thing.
So
Micro
problem
enterprise
is
may or
actually
may not be financed by microfinance. All is our target, right?
Yes.
So
Okay, sir.
that needs to be replaced.
Microfinance.
Okay, I would remove that microfinance
Yeah, you have-
specifically.
Hmm.
Okay, thank you, sir, for your suggestion.
Thank you, Monty sir. Your valuable suggestion is always needed, sir. Thank you.
Sir, objective
अभी ऑब्जेक्टिव देखना है क्या?
दिखा दो एक बार कर
Yes,
दो,
sir.
देखो.
वो तो हो जाएगा.
Yes, sir. Objectives.
Sir, the first we are identifying the variables affecting women empowerment and women entrepreneurship. Okay. So now the third objectives, ये जो affecting, then what are the factors of women empowerment? ये जो objective, don't you think it is overlapping?
Which one, sir?
Sir, first and second, when you are identifying the variables,
हाँ.
women empowerment and women entrepreneurship, then you are again studying the factors.
No, sir, there is no overlap. Actually, what the thing is, the factor analysis will eliminate certain variables or it will merge certain variables. So that's why in order to identifying the factors, there will be an intensive literature review plus the list will be there and then it will be processed through the factor analysis. That's why second objective of factor analysis is given over here.
Why don't you go to the second objective directly? What is these variables can be identified through literature.
Yeah, I understand because certain variables, certain
objective.
Monty ji, मैं बताता हूँ आपको. There can be certain variables which may not be quantified. Then what we will do? At the time, the variables which are identified ones. So we have to mention that these are identified. Out of which those variables on which we have to run this factor analysis will be taken in the second step.
One submission here. From literature review, maybe you can find 10 variables. But आपको ये लगता है कि there are more variables which can contribute to this. You can add on these variables. That is not a problem. When you do the factor analysis, automatically those factors will be reduced. What are the important variables that will come out?
ठीक है, तो what we will do is we will merge these two objectives and we'll make it one.
Because identification. Second is okay.
Still मेरे को तो लगता है वो फर्स्ट वाला ऑब्जेक्टिव को रहने देना चाहिए सर, बिकॉज उसमें मतलब आई एम नॉट गेटिंग कन्विंस्ड विद दैट. फैक्टर अपने को निकालना है, कितनी बार कितने सारे वेरिएबल्स आर नॉट ए पार्ट ऑफ दैट.
ठीक है, अगर if you think this will contribute more towards your study, you can keep that one.
ठीक है सर. Fine, rest is okay, sir.
Sir, adding one more thing, if it can be considered, you have to have a look on this.
Hi.
I'm adding with Saurabh sir's point of view that title is quite broad. I mean, you may limit it with Rajasthan in title also.
No, Rajasthan में title में Rajasthan नहीं आ पाएगा, madam. That will be putting in our scope of the study.
But it is quite okay, sir. I mean, broad.
Rajasthan, not only Rajasthan, it is only Jaipur. Because the demographic and other socio-economic things for this particular region will be similar as that of the other urban areas in Rajasthan itself, from the point of view of social entrepreneurship. That's why we are considering only Jaipur, and it will be replicable to other districts also. So that we will put over there in because actually when we put it in the objectives, even for any other research also, when we put certain geographical limit in the objectives itself, then the research actually seems that it is actually having no replication out of that particular region. So even the things which we are studying in Jaipur will be equally applicable maybe in Indore city of Madhya Pradesh, maybe in Bhopal. So it's like that. So that's why there is
depends upon the population. So
yeah, absolutely, because here the socio-economic and the other things are equal. Means if you see people of Indore, the culture, the socio-economic things and all things are equal. Similarly, similar will be the things of the Bangalore also. Had we been doing some study which is actually cross-cultural, then it will be restricted to Rajasthan or to suppose to India, something like that. So otherwise, what happens? There is no need. Otherwise, the research itself, it seems from the title itself that it is not at all applicable anywhere else. So for the other researches also, because everyone is here, so I would suggest not to just include the geographical region in the title itself, because it will make the study seems very, very narrow. Yeah, Shailesh ji, anything you want to say? Your hand is raised. Mr. Shailesh Yadav. Nothing. I think he has left.
Hello. Hello. Wanted to add the point regarding the women empowerment. Just in women empowerment, or the whole holistic data will be captured?
Hello. Yes, Shailesh.
The thing is, you are capturing the successful women entrepreneurs, or the holistic data will be captured? Like banks are lending to women empowerment. Some enterprises are successful, has been closed now.
No, it's not like that. Basically, we would be like working on successful only. We would take the data from DIC. So I think it would be the running enterprises only. The data for, I think the DIC would provide us the data for the running enterprises only. Any more queries, Sally?
From anyone else, so that we can conclude, because all of us, Major General Vikram Joshi is waiting, so we will join him in the next SDC. He is also putting up a proposal today. So if there is no inputs, we will sign off, and we will continue with the next meeting. So no inputs. So concluding. So whatever are the inputs given to you in this particular SDC, please incorporate all those. You have to prepare the minutes of the meeting also, which you have to send to all the SDC and DRC members with marking a copy to me. and other formalities are also to be completed well on time. So by Monday you have to do all these things
Okay.
without
Okay,
fail.
sir. Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.